Hey, for everyone following along with the progress on the AVGN movie, I thought it would be a good time to give you a little update on the progress. And basically, right behind me here, these are all shots that we have left to film. It may seem like a lot, but you should have seen this bulletin board last summer. It was just covered. There were shots like hanging off at the bottom, and it was just a mess. And guess what? We just filmed some of the most epic shots in the whole movie. Shots that we were anticipating to be the most complicated, and now they're done. So check this out. This, done. This, all done. Done. And this is done too. And that feels pretty damn good. The rest, there's still a lot left to shoot, but the rest is going to be downhill. These scenes that we just got, I wish I could tell you more about them, but they were awesome. They were practical effects, but they were done in front of a green screen, so we could put in the background separate. We needed a green screen that could wrap around the ceiling and the floor to fit the full scale of what we were doing. All the people who worked on this did a great job. Lots of people working hard all around the clock, and they all enjoyed it too. And that meant a lot to me, that people had fun filming this. I didn't even realize how much fun it was going to be, but it was one of the most awesome things I filmed in my whole life. I wish I could tell you more, but just looking at what the place looked like after we were done, that will give you some kind of clue as to the kind of madness that went on. Now, I had no idea that after a year we would still be shooting, so I can only imagine what a surprise it comes to everyone else that we're still shooting. But let me explain the whole process and the status on this. Last year in the Los Angeles area, we filmed the majority of the film. You'd call that principal photography. That's where all the main stuff is done. Everything with the main cast, besides myself, all the supporting actors, they're all wrapped. Everything, all the main stuff is done. And typically what it comes down to now, they'd call pickup shots. And that basically means any other miscellaneous shots that you still need to get for whatever reasons. And in our case, most of these pickup shots involve some kind of special effects. Shots that take a lot of special preparation. Even though we got the toughest stuff out of the way, all of these are more minor effects, that more small scale stuff that will be a little bit easier to pull off, but it's all stuff that you see in the film for just maybe just a few seconds each. So it can be weeks preparing just for one little shot. Typically these kind of effects would be done in computer, but I want to use practical effects as much as possible. Which basically means physical or tangible effects that happen in front of the camera. They're meant to be cheesy and have a B-movie charm, but they still take a lot of preparation. Some of the other reasons why it's taking so long is that since principal photography, I went back to making Cinemassacre videos. I went back to making videos on the website. So I've been doing multiple things at once. There's lots of locations in the film, so that takes a lot more time because we're always jumping around to other places. There's lots of green screen shots, which only adds to the locations because you film the actor in front of the green screen, then you have to film what goes behind them, and then also sometimes we have a foreground layer that needs to be shot too, so we're just tripling the amount of footage that needs to be shot for one scene. And just to give you an idea how much footage this movie is amounting, I have a 6 terabyte hard drive that just filled up. 6 terabytes, that's a lot of footage. When we wrote the script, we did not limit our imagination at all, so we underestimated how hard and how time-consuming this will all be, but it'll be worth it, and if you like the trailer, you'll like the movie. The big question is, when will it be done? We don't know. We do not know. Any attempt to guess will only prove ourselves wrong. We've been editing at the same time, so we have a rough cut minus the missing shots. So we've sort of been floating between production and post-production. But I'd say now that these major scenes are out of the way, I'm calling it post-production. So also as we go on, we'll notice more shots that need to be filmed. So there might even be things added because we'll be editing and then it's like, oh wait, there's a computer monitor in the shot and we need to film what goes on that monitor. So there's just many miscellaneous shots that we need to get. And also we have a lot of VFX work needed, that's visual effects. Basically any shots that need to be manipulated in computer, which is a lot of effects that you don't see. It's a lot of like work behind the scenes to remove a string or something, you know, just lots and lots of stuff. And that's outside of my expertise, so I have no concept of how long any of that kind of stuff could take. And also, we can't hand the shots over to the VFX artists until we have the sequences locked in. Like we need to have the edits locked because you don't want to send it to them and then find out later you want to change something. But we haven't been too focused on the editing side of things lately because we've been so busy filming these other shots. Also, I have a baby on the way, so that's put a serious deadline on finishing these big scenes, but now that they're shot, I'm in a comfortable spot. So I'm happy that we got those out of the way because I can't be away from home for 15 hours each day like I was doing. So I'm back home now to film the rest of these scenes. A lot of them I could do it in my basement. That's about it, I think. I know it might be a lot of extra information. I might have just maybe overworded all this, but you know, if you're watching, I'm figuring you're probably curious as to how it's all going. And I know everybody's been following along, so everybody's been really, really devoted and really supportive. So I just want to give you the inside scoop. And that's about it for now. Basically, we just have a lot of work left to do, but every day we're one day closer. So keep checking in. Even though you won't see the finished product for a long time, there'll still be plenty more Cinemassacre videos on the way. Thanks a lot.